If it's trending, it's here now. This is Now Trending with Riggins on the Ace and TJ Show.
Now Trending sponsored by Culver's. Find a Culver's location near you, acetj.com/Culver's. There's walleye dinners back for Lent. So delicious. I've been watching people eat it on TikTok like crazy. Looks so good. acetj.com/Culver's. So, Ace, share that little piece of information. How much was Toby Keith worth?
Estimated $400 million.
$400 million. Toby Keith passed away last night, surrounded by his family after a long battle with, I think, stomach cancer.
Yeah.
So he is the top trending topic this morning. 62 years old.
He just made the announcement 18 months ago that he had stomach cancer.
I remember when he appeared on stage, I don't know, a year ago.
October.
Everybody was shocked at how different he looked. I mean, he was very, very thin.
Yeah, he lost a ton of weight. But yeah, he was. That was October was the first time that he was seen, and he did those 3 shows in Vegas in December, and those turned out to be his last shows.
We've been singing Toby Keith songs in here during every commercial.
There's so many of them, and they're so good.
He's got a lot of songs.
Yeah.
Toby Keith, R.I.P. But people are being pretty vicious on the internet. Like, I don't even want to quote some of the things people are saying, but I didn't realize he had a feud with the Dixie Chicks, so they're also trending this morning.
Yeah, back in 2004, I believe.
What did he? I don't even know what he said.
Well, it was when the Dixie Chicks went overseas, and it was part of that controversy where they apologized for the president and America for the way we were acting after the 9/11 attacks and all that. And so, as a person who actually appreciates America, he spoke out against them and all of that. And then now the Marxist left is saying, glad he died and go, burn in hell.
Yeah, it's terrible.
All of this kind of stuff. But they're the ones that care about people, They're the ones that have all of the feelings for others.
I hate that.
Yeah.
Get off the computer. Go touch some grass, But speaking of cancer, King Charles III, I don't mean to do a bunch of cancer stories, but King Charles III has cancer, and he's going to step back from public duties for a while. So this is definitely a narrowed down royal family. So somebody's got to pick up the slack. There's a lot less of them now. So it really kind of falls, a lot of it falls on Prince William and Kate, and Camilla is going to do a lot of stuff. Who else do they have? Harry and Meghan are out of the picture, so you can't really count on them. You got Fergie running around doing all. I heard she's like the powerhouse of the family because, Fergie, the Duchess of York. Right. She does a ton of stuff, and I think she lives a pretty nice life.
She does, but she's still friends with Will I Am and Apple D App and all of them. Yeah. They still hang out.
Everything's pretty Fergalicious right now.
Yeah.
How old are William and Kate's kids? They're not old enough to take any of this up yet, are they? They're still young? Okay.
Yeah. But we might have a King William.
King Billy.
Before too long.
Hey, good to meet you, King Billy.
Oh. And I think Justin Timberlake is doing a lot of this. There's this story out that he's desperate to get a sit-down interview with Oprah because he's upset about this Britney Spears story overshadowing his new music. I don't buy it for a split second because the story appeared in Page 6, and it sounds like it's just written by somebody in his camp. First of all, does Oprah want to sit down with Justin Timberlake? I think that's the question. He's like, I would like to do a sit-down interview. I think Oprah's probably like, okay, well, I don't know. Call my secretary, and we'll see if I have any interest in interviewing you. But I think he's hyping this Britney Spears thing up. Britney hasn't said anything. All she's been doing is responding to his kind of comments in public settings. Yeah. This is where I think Justin gets into trouble. I don't know. It's just, something about it rubs me the wrong way, as it has for a long time.
But again, you don't even know if this is true.
Yeah.
There's been no official statement released about it at all. And either way, I think the best thing he could do is just keep moving forward.
Yeah.
Put out an album. I'm going to do a regular promotion for the album and the whole thing and just try to let that pass.
Yeah, you're likable. Yeah. You go on all the shows. You're a great guest. You've got pretty good music. That's fine. You don't need Britney Spears drama to support your solo career. I don't know. It's just weird. The Shamrock Shake is back at McDonald's a little early this year. Are you okay?
No, I'm just No one told me.
Wow. That seemed like a delayed reaction to a Justin Timberlake story. Justin.
Oh my God.
It was.
Rob, do you love the Shamrock Shake?
It's a better shake than the other ones you can get at McDonald's, but it's okay.
I've never had
I think it's just mostly a mint flavor.
Yeah, boys aren't supposed to like that.
Boys aren't supposed to like that. You heard it here first. So those are just a few things that are now trending.
Something very, very serious and earth-shattering. A decision that you will probably be faced with one day, and you need to know how to prepare yourself and how you're going to decide when this is presented to you. We'll help you get that plan together to save your life. Coming up next.
It's a radio show, it's a podcast, and it's a TV show. Watch the Ace and TJ show anytime. Just search for Ace TJ TV on YouTube. More of the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show is coming up.
Well, here we are, another new year, and you're, again, going to try to lose that weight you've been needing to lose for a long time. Well, here's what you need. You need Calitrin to help, because Calitrin is not a drug. No, not at all. It is natural and effective. It's scientifically proven to help you lose weight and get better sleep. When you buy 3 months supply of Calitrin, you will get 3 months free right now, and consistency is the key with Calitrin. So order it today at acetj.com/weight loss. It's Calitrin.
All guests of the Ace and TJ show stay at the Hyatt-centric Charlotte South Park. Beautiful rooms, incredible dining options. Book your room by calling 980-299-7123. It's the Hyatt-centric Charlotte South Park. The Johnson Group has been cleaning some of Charlotte's most prestigious businesses since 1985. Family owned and operated. Learn more at acetj.com/clean. It's first-class cleaning with the Johnson Group. Attention Charlotte, treat yourself to a delicious meal that's made with fresh, seasonal ingredients and ready in just 20 minutes. Enjoy a fine dining experience without ever leaving your home. Head over to tableandtwine.com.
Currents is Lake Norman's #1 lifestyle magazine. Every month, Currents brings you the latest news on what's happening in the Lake Norman area. They've been serving the Lake Norman community for over 13 years. See the latest issue of Currents now at lncurrents.com.
Winter is here, which means you're just going to stay inside and not do anything fun and exciting, right? No, that is wrong, because this year you're going to go to acetj.com/Gaston and see all of the incredible things that you can do right now in Gaston County. Everything is laid out for you, from things to do, to restaurants, to bars, to shopping, to unique weekend activities, and we'll get you ready for the spring and the summer with a list of all their great festivals. Find all of this and much more at acetj.com/Gaston.
Miss any part of today's show? Catch up anytime on the Ace and TJ Family app or wherever you get podcasts. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
My wife cooked dinner last night, and it was like a knockoff of a Taco Bell Mexican pizza. And it was I don't know how many points in her Weight Watchers thing, but it was still good, you know. But what I took that and did to it made it even better, because the Ace and TJ Gator Glaze jalapeno hot sauce is 0 points.
Is that right? Ooh.
At 0 points. Although she didn't use it, and you know, I used it. I just doused it in that stuff. Oh gosh, so good. So whether you're counting points or not, chances are you're not. Go get the Ace and TJ hot sauces at the Ace and TJ store on the line. Go to acetj.com/store, and you can find them there. 5 of them in the collection. Pair them with different foods and all. They're quite fancy. And they're worth getting just to read the story on the bottle of what the, you know, what the sauce is all about and what it means to us. All right, Ace is famous for saying that's why we have the internet, or what is it you say? That's why this is what the internet's for. Yeah, that's what you say. This is what the internet's for.
Fun stuff.
He's so famous for it, I couldn't remember it word for word, but I got the gist of it. I paraphrased it. But somebody asked on the social medias, here's the situation, the hypothetical. You're offered the chance to flip a coin. Tails gets you $1 billion.
Okay.
Heads gives you incurable hiccups for your entire life. And not flipping the coin guarantees you both. Which do you choose? Do you flip the coin with a 50% chance that you'll win $1 billion and a 50% chance that you'll have no money and hiccups for the rest of your life? Okay. Do you not flip and have the $1 billion and the hiccups? You say, give me both.
Man, I think I don't flip it.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I think I take the hiccup.
Because it'd be better for my family and all that.
Yeah.
I put my family and all ahead of me.
Yeah.
My happiness.
Absolutely. I'm guaranteed $1 billion, and everybody's taken care of at that point.
Yeah.
Yep, same.
That would include y'all. I'd take care of you. I mean, a little bit. I mean, I don't give y'all $10 million a piece, but I might drop everybody $1 million.
I would flip it.
You would?
Yeah.
Oh, you take your chance on getting nothing and the
'cause
hiccups.
Having incurable hiccups sounds just awful.
Yeah.
It sounds awful.
But this way you got a 50% chance of having the incurable hiccups and no money.
I know, that's crazy.
Yeah.
No,
But I could not have those hiccups. That sounds like
The 50,
worse
I'm with
than
you, TJ. The
having
50-50 chance is too much. You got to take the money and the hiccups.
Okay, they didn't add this part. I'm throwing this in there. What if it's not hiccups? It's uncontrollable, audible flatulence. Like every time you would hiccup, if you've got the hiccup, you would pass gas instead.
Oh man, that's worse. That's worse. I still think I'd take the $1 billion and the flatulence.
Yeah, I would too. Because then I could just stay away from everybody and let my family enjoy the $1 billion or whatever. And then you put me out on an island to myself. Nobody's gonna care.
Yeah, and your family will all understand because they know the situation.
Yeah,
this is how we got the $1 billion. So I did it for you.
But I could see my wife leaving me after I gave them the money.
No,
she'd be like, "I can't stay with Stinky."
Yeah.
I mean, it is awful. What would you do, Rob?
I'm not flipping. I'm taking both of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you would take the uncontrollable flatulence.
I mean, eventually, I think you'd get used to it, but it would suck. But
Yeah.
Yeah. This one I would not flip.
You would take flatulence over hiccups?
I would take, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So you're not flipping, so you'll have the flatulence and the $1 billion.
Yeah.
You hate hiccups that much?
Yeah. If it's uncontrollable, I picture
Well, no. It's just incurable. Incurable. So it's like regular hiccups, but you just have it constantly, all the time.
Yeah, that sounds
every day.
That sounds pretty bad.
So how often does a regular case of hiccups, how often are you hiccuping?
Maybe like once a month?
No. I mean, while you've got the hiccup. So you hiccup once every minute and a half or something like that?
Yeah, say every minute.
So that'd be every minute you would pass gas.
Yeah.
Loudly.
I would do what you would do. I'd probably buy the island and like, who cares?
Yeah.
Farting, it doesn't it doesn't disturb your day, but a hiccup does. Every time you try and talk to, oh my God, that sounds awful.
It's a complete body convulsion.
But
Yeah.
it sounds awful.
Yeah, it does. But I'm taking hiccups over that.
Over the farting?
Over the flatulence.
No
yeah.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm taking hiccups too.
Y'all dumb.
Because hiccups, the only way it bothers other people is if it's annoying having to, try to talk to you or something.
Yeah.
But the other, I mean, it's just, you're basically having to clear the room every time you come in it.
And you can, there are things you can still do with hiccups that you really, that would ruin the moment if you had flatulence. You know what I'm saying? Freaky. I'm $1 billion. I want to enjoy my life.
Have you tried to get freaky when you're farting? You can't do it, okay?
Yeah.
Well, what about, let's say it's you get the $1 billion, but you're going to throw up several times a day, like 3 times a day.
Oh, totally. Yeah, I'm good with that.
You're going to throw it up?
3 times a day, sure.
Yeah, it's
that'd be the least for me.
It's 3 times a day.
Well, I don't know if you think about that, but if it's every day, you got to go.
I think
throw up 3 times a day.
It becomes part of the routine. Like you wake up in the morning, and go, oh, hang on, I got to throw it real quick, and you're done. Then you move on to the next thing. It's just that quick.
Yeah.
Bang, bang, bang.
Teeth will be all right.
I think that's the worst.
That's the worst one.
Yeah,
Rob?
I don't want to throw up. No,
I
thank
think
you.
that's probably the least worst of the
All right,
3.
what about this, Rob? You get $1 billion, but every day of your life you have to kill a raccoon.
Oh God, no! Don't. No, my favorite. I love raccoons.
With your bare hands.
Yeah,
They're so cute.
It's so personal that way.
I know.
Yeah.
It sounds awful.
You have to kill it with your bare hands.
Okay, all right, we need to stop now because people are going to be all upset. How dare you even suggest that?
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
What are you going to do for Valentine's Day? What are you going to do that you don't realize is going to make your sweetheart so upset? We'll tell you coming up next.
Live on your radio and anytime you want on the Ace and TJ Family app or wherever you get podcasts. This is the Ace and TJ Podcast and Radio Show.
When it comes to your money and things like a cash out refi, you hear a lot of stuff these days. Information is flying around, but here's the bottom line. You want someone you can trust. Well, here is someone that we trust. Richard Toccato and the Richard Toccato Companies. We worked with Richard for years, and you know all the ins and outs, and more importantly, you give everybody options.
That's right. We have a lot of options. You know, this one lady, we just refinanced her house, paid off all of her credit card debts. She even paid her car off. She's saving $1,000 a month. So that really changes her life and her, you know, her financial well-being.
Yeah.
And she didn't have to make a house payment until 2024. So, I mean, there's not a better time to do it is when you need the extra money every month.
They call it cash out, is what we call it in the business.
Cash out.
Cash out.
That's right. Cash out.
So it's one free 5-minute phone call right now, 704-800-4719, 704-800-4719, or go to homewithrichard.com. Do it today. You'll be so glad you did. The Richard Toccato Companies. Should you buy? Should you sell? How do I present my house if I do want to sell it? All of those questions can be answered by the experts, and they can take care of you with the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. The Temple team knows everything there is to know about selling, marketing, and buying houses. So get in touch with them today at acetj.com/Temple team. The Temple team at Keller Williams Realty.
Bradham Brothers offers heating, air, and electrical installation and service that you can trust. Their family business has served thousands of customers with honesty and a smile for over 50 years. Go to bradhambrothers.com to schedule service or a free estimate today.
It's a new year, which means new you. No, not if you've got nagging pain. That means we want old you before you had that pain. And it's possible without surgery, without medication, without downtime, thanks to Neogenics, Charlotte's most trusted stem cell clinic. I am a Neogenics client. I am a Neogenics lover because they fixed my left wrist. And you can get a free consultation right now. Call 704-727-6551 or online at acetj.com/Neogenics, Neogenics. Great food, great drinks, great service, and great atmosphere. You can find them all at one place. Fahrenheit on South Caldwell in Uptown Charlotte, 21 stories above the city. Get details and make reservations at acetj.com/Fahrenheit.
Available when you want, how you want, on the Ace and TJ Family app. This is the Ace and TJ Podcast and Radio Show.
Okay. This happens every Valentine's Day, but it's getting more and more popular. This is just the latest one that I saw. There's a car scrapping company in the UK that's offering to write your ex's name on a car before it's destroyed and then send you a photo. So it's one of those things like we had the other day where this pet store will put your name on a cat and then or your ex's name on a cat before it gets spayed or neutered. So you can say, this person was so bad I don't want him to reproduce or whatever. You donate money to get it done. Now, it's stupid, of course. It's absolutely ridiculous and immature. But let's say you want to do this. You and your friends get together. And you say, oh, let's go down and do it. It's raising money for a great cause and whatever. If you are the current significant other of a person that goes down and puts her ex's name on something to be destroyed or whatever, does that bother you?
Yes.
Yeah, I would think so too. You have to be single and lonely to go do that, right?
Absolutely.
And you have to be bitter about the last one.
Yeah, if you're in a relationship or even just beginning to date someone now, absolutely not. You should not be doing that.
Yeah, it's weird.
What if you meet somebody and you're getting to know them and they tell you that they did that last Valentine's Day? You weren't around, but they did it. They went as an adult and had that, participated in that, put my ex's name on something and watch it be destroyed.
It's an attention getter. Like, okay, I'm gonna look at things a little deeper now, I guess. But it wouldn't completely turn me off. I would just think, well, maybe you're going through a weird time. I don't know. We all have weird times.
Yeah. I'm out the bathroom window. I'm like, oh, I gotta go to the. Will you have my phone and my keys and stuff? I always take that to go to the bathroom.
What does it tell you about that person?
That we don't have anything in common.
That's all.
Yeah, and that she's silly.
Silly. I mean, that's an understatement. I mean,
and I would say it's not becoming of her.
Yeah.
Worse though, if a guy does it, I think that's why I've always said, to troll them or whatever. A bunch of guys show up and start, naming everything that's to be destroyed after women.
Yeah, I think it's worse if a guy
they
does.
do.
I think it's more of a red flag if a guy tells a woman. Last year for Valentine's Day, I did that. You're like, oh, okay.
Riggins, would it bother you to find out your ex did that with your name on it? Did something like that?
no, I would love it. Are you
would?
kidding me?
Yeah, because
it's amazing.
you like them getting all mad at you.
Of course.
Stuff, don't you?
Like you're still that hung up. That's amazing. I love it. I love it.
Yeah. Because that's exactly what it means. I'm still, in your thoughts there. Yeah. Unless you were such a bad ex and you ran up their credit or stole money from them or stuff like that.
Yeah.
But if it was just a breakup.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Rob, would you care? No. It wouldn't bother you if the girl had done it the year before with an ex and you were about to date her. You wouldn't care.
No, he wouldn't care if Meredith did it tomorrow. Like, and they
With
were
his
still
name
together.
on it,
Yeah, but his name.
He's like, I don't care. You do whatever you want.
man.
Spay that cat, shoot the roach, or whatever they're doing.
That makes her happy.
He could care less.
Shoot the roach.
Right? Didn't they kill roaches or
Yeah.
something?
Yeah, my wife wouldn't do any of that stuff. She gets mad at me. For some reason, she thinks that if she unplugs or kinks the hose in my CPAP machine, that I'll just die. So I'll come in, I'll cut that hose off, and you be in your sleep. I say, okay, well, it's not like
It's not
not a life support machine. It's not a respirator. It's
just go back to
it's
snoring.
just blowing extra air on me. Like in the air.
Is the Ace and TJ Show.
I'll step on, and I'll be like, "Oops, sorry, I was stepping on your hose." Okay.
Whoa, Jody, psycho.
All right. There's a problem in where is Colombia? Pablo Escobar's business is from Colombia.
I think so, yeah.
Okay, they got a problem in the country of Colombia that they need to look to mine and Ace's home state of Louisiana on how to solve it.
Okay. This will be good.
I'll tell you what it is next.
It's radio. It's a podcast. It's the Ace and TJ Podcast and Radio Show. More next.
If you're so frustrated because you're having to run around all the time, you're so busy, you feel like you're not getting your family something great to eat, then you need Culver's. It's the perfect thing for you. Always made to order, fresh, hot ingredients all day, every day.
And not only do they have the freshest ingredients all day, every day, but they are a part of the community. They're proud to be a part of the Indian Trail community where they're under new ownership. Belmont, University area, Salisbury. Make them a part of your daily routine. Make it your new neighborhood spot. Short waits for the freshest food in town. Get details at acetj.com/Culvers.
As a proven leader in managed IT services, CompuCom delivers innovative solutions designed for how you work today. They'll help you deliver results no matter where you are on your digital transformation journey. It's all at CompuCom. Go to CompuCom.com to find out more.
Create an unforgettable experience with the Cabarrus Arena. Learn more at cabarrusarena.com. Weddings, banquets, shows, expos, they do it all at the Cabarrus Arena. Learn more at cabarrusarena.com.
When you need furniture for your house, it can be overwhelming if you don't know what you're doing. That's why the great team of designers they have at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture can help you throughout the process. Whether you're looking for a comfortable mattress, probably the most comfortable you've ever been on, bedroom furniture, living room furniture, it is all fantastic at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture, and that family-owned and operated business can help you like no other. Go to acetj.com/mattress to check them out. acetj.com/mattress for Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture. Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
From the Calitrin Studios, Calitrin is the safe and effective way to lose weight. Find out more about Calitrin at acetj.com/weight loss. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
All right, everybody know about Pablo Escobar. Pablo Escobar from Colombia, the drug lord.
El Chapo.
Now, part of Pablo Escobar's legend is that he left behind these hippos because he had his sprawling estates and all this stuff, and he had a private zoo, and he had these hippos, and they call them cocaine hippos. Well, they have now begun to spread all over the countryside of Colombia. And people don't realize that while they're giant and they move slowly and don't seem like they would hurt anybody, hippos are probably the most dangerous animal in the wild, of any wild.
I didn't know that.
Yes, they are fast. They're territorial. Their jaws are so strong they can just basically break you in half with one chomp. And they've begun to attack people. Oh. They got too many of them. They're getting out everywhere. They're attacking people. In this article, there's a whole list, like school children and people who are out for picnic. Wherever you go in this area, you might have one of these dangerous hippo encounters. Well, in November 2023, Colombia's Minister of Environment and Sustainable Development announced a 3-point plan to try and mitigate the country's invasive hippo population, which includes sterilization, relocation, and even ethical euthanasia. Now, that's according to CNN and the BBC. Okay. Well, what they need to do, this problem could be solved so easily. Call any mayor or sheriff in South Louisiana and say, what should I do? And they'll say, well, whenever we have an animal that is getting out of control, like nutria, a.k.a. nutri-rats, a.k.a. muskrats, we have a town hunt. And everybody in the town who's big enough to shoot a gun comes out and gets along the waterways, and they are free to kill as many nutria as possible, as they want. Just no limit. And that's how they control the population. So get a bunch of people out there and do, the citizen form of euthanasia on these hippos. Lay them down.
The Everglades, they've done it in Florida for years too, in the Everglades with the deer population. And deer and alligators, I think.
Yeah, but you would think that the alligators would take care of the deer. Yeah. But it's that's what you got to do. Now, I don't know, it may be harder to kill all these hippos who are high on the cocaine. And, maybe they're just crazed and they've constantly got that hippo adrenaline running and then cocaine on top of that.
Always an issue.
Woo-hoo.
Hippo adrenaline.
And they should be easy, these cocaine hippos. They should be easy to find. They're, wherever the dance clubs are. And you'll see them with their shirts unbuttoned and whatnot. Chains. Long fingernails on one hand. So this problem could be solved in an instant. Yeah. Just one night, one day of letting the citizens go to town on these hippos. Kill them all. Don't leave one. You don't need them. In Colombia, you don't need hippos.
He brought them into the country. Is that right? El Chapo did?
Right.
They're not native to Colombia. Right?
And then, then relocate them to a grave. That's where you need to relocate them. Yeah. So there. That advice is for free.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
The death of an icon. Give you all the details coming up in Now Trending.
Live in the morning and anytime you want it on the Ace and TJ family app. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show. More next.